If you have HPV, you can get rid of it by yourself. Have you ever had a common cold? Did you get rid of it? Of course you did. You can't cure the common cold directly, but your body usually develops immunity to a particular cold virus within a few weeks. That's called cured by your own immune system. And sure, you'll probably get another cold because there are over 300 different cold viruses. But you will never get the same cold virus that you had before because you have developed immunity to it. Adults have already had a lot of the cold viruses. Adults have developed immunity to the colds they have had, so there are not as many cold viruses remaining for adults to catch. That's why adults only get a few colds per year, and kids get 10 to 12 colds per year. HPV is similar in that HPV is just another virus, and you can develop immunity to HPV. However, HPV is better at hiding from your immune system than are the cold viruses. So you must work a little harder to get immunity to HPV. If you do nothing, it can take a few years to develop immunity to HPV. If you take the author's advice, it takes only a few months to develop immunity to HPV. The longer you have HPV, the longer it can cause damage. So it's best to develop immunity and get rid of HPV as soon as you can. You can strengthen your own immune system and usually develop immunity to an HPV virus in a matter of a few months before it can cause any serious damage. Some people get confused and think they have not developed immunity to HPV simply because they got infected again by a different strain of the other 100 HPV viruses. But you can avoid future exposure and therefore future HPV infection. This book sheds light on HPV infection, which is the most common sexually transmitted infection in the U.S., affecting over 20 million men and women. HPV causes abnormal pap smears, cervical dysplasia, cervical cancer, genital warts, plantar warts, miscarriages, infertility, and penile cancer. The author shares how she naturally reversed the symptoms of HPV and totally healed her own body of the HPV virus by strengthening her immunity.